In today's video, let's talk about the Synco G2 A2 Max. Throughout the whole video, I'll have the microphone on me so you can actually hear firsthand how it works with the Sony A7 system. Also, I'll have sometimes unedited and sometimes with the little post-production editing. And to top it off, I'm going to be comparing it to the DJI Mic system. So a quick editorial note. I found out that with the Sony A7 IV, the best settings are actually lower the volume on the camera. I actually put it to 2 and then make this one be a little bit higher compared to what it was. So at the moment, I have this one set at 12 and this one set at 2. So it might sound different than the one that you see throughout this video. And that could be the difference. So I think it's best to try out different formats that work the best for your type of situation. Maybe your room is a little bit different, the sounds bounce a little bit differently, and because of that, you might want to have a little bit different of settings. So what is the Synco G2 A2 Max system? Basically, it's a wireless transmission system for better audio in your videos, whether it's in a studio setup like this or somewhere outdoors. This setup has 200 meters of transmission range, which means I can get a little bit farther from the camera and there's still gonna be great audio because it's gonna be on me at all times. So as you can see, you can be anywhere in the world, do whatever you want to do and still have great audio for your shots. So right now I'm in a little forest and as you can see, I just have the microphone on me right here and the audio should be still great. And because it's wireless, you don't have to be close to the camera, which is very, very cool. And also it has 8 gigabytes of internal memory, which means you can use it without any other camera. You can just click on the side and have the video recording just like a microphone. So it's really cool if you want to have, a voiceover or whatever you need to do without the video stuff, just capture some audio, you can really quickly do that. It has good compatibility with different systems, both with the cameras or like a smartphone. And also it has noise cancellation. But what is really cool about this setup is the way they put everything, because it seems like they really thought out what you can put in a system like this, especially with the accessories that you get. Where the DJI Mic only has the carrying case or the pouch, while it is really nice, it's kind of on a heavier side. It's smaller than this, but just slightly, but at the same time, it's much, much heavier, where this is a very nice setup. And first off, you have the carrying case, which is really nice because it's both like a sturdy material, but at the same time it's kind of like a hard shell and a soft shell in one. And as you can hear, is a really nice solid material. So it's really, really nice. But what's inside is what really made me think that they thought out about everything. As you can see, there is space for 3 different accessories here. Well, this one is the second microphone. The same one I have on me right now, which you're hearing from right now. The middle spot is for the receiver, and then there is a second transmitter. So you have 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, which is really cool because you can have 2 people with it and have like an interview setup where 2 microphones are being used at the same time. And just going over the microphone really quickly, you'll see that it's a nice little square with a LCD screen, and then you have the microphone on the top, you have the clip for your shirt, like the way I have it right now. Also, you can use the magnets, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And then you have the different buttons. You also have a microphone in, which I'm going to talk about in a second. You have the USB-C and then the mute, record button and all of that. But that is not all. Going over different accessories, you actually have magnets. You actually have magnets that you can use to have it a different setup. If you don't want to have the clip on, you can use the magnets to have them attached in an easier way. And those magnets are really strong, so they would probably work really nice. So that's a nice setup. You also have a set of the fluffy dead cats, which means that you can actually put them on the microphone. So if we twist them on, you now have a setup with the windscreen, so that if there is some kind of winds, well, you don't have to worry. This is perfect for when you want to shoot outdoors, or if in a scenario where something might be touching the microphone, or if you're not sure how it's gonna sound. Well, if there's winds, you just put it on, twist it on, then you have a nice setup. But that is not where this setup ends. They actually added in a separate microphone, a little tiny microphone, as you can see. But actually, there's 2 things here. You have the microphones, so you have 2 microphones like this, lavalier mics that you pretty much put on your shirt, and they're really nice, small, compact, so you can really nicely hide them somewhere on your shirt. But also they have these little sponge things that if you put on side, it's kind of like that cat that we had before, but now on a different, smaller setup. What this means is you can essentially use this as just the transmitter and receiver, where this is going to be the microphone. In other words, you can hide this box, which I'm talking to right now. You can hide it somewhere, you know, like on your waist, and have this microphone attached under your shirt and just slightly poking out so that you have nice audio without having a big setup or having this box in front of you somewhere. So I'm gonna go over to that in a second, but as you can see, right now we're talking through this microphone, so I could use it like this, like a normal microphone. But now let's switch over to this. So to make things clear, you can put the little guy somewhere on your waist, then put this one under your shirt, and now I have the little microphone as my main microphone, and then you just have to put it on. You can do it in different ways. I'm just gonna put it the simplest, fastest way. And now we have something that is a little bit more hidden. You can hide it in something like a jacket. So it's really nice and really small and compact, while the transmitter is somewhere else hidden, and still you can receive the signal. It might sound a little bit different, but it's a different option that you have, which I think is perfect that they made this, because there's so many different options with this microphone. You can use it as a handheld microphone, you can use it on your shirt, you can actually use it like this, where it's a little bit more hidden. There's so much different ways that you can actually do it, which I think is very, very nice. And one more editorial note. Here I think that this kind of microphones work the best outdoors. It's like the best case scenario for them. They really show how good they are. And in a situation like this, where you might be used to having a different kind of a microphone in a studio setup, you might feel that it's not as good as the studio microphone. The room might not be soundproof, so the audio is bouncing all around. And because of that, the audio might not be as good as it could possibly be. So I just wanted to add in that I think that these kind of microphones work the best when outdoors or in like a crowd. But thanks to their versatility and how good they sound, you can really use them in so many different ways. And comparing it to DJI Mic system, this is maybe slightly bigger. It's literally just slightly, and is much lighter. In my opinion, this is lighter because it's actually from a plastic. But the plastic is very high quality and it feels great in hand. Because it's lighter, it's better when you have it on your shirt or somewhere else. And on the other hand, because it's a nice plastic, it feels very nice and soft in your hand. And overall, the box isn't too heavy whenever you have it on you. And here we have a screen that you can see that works when we talk. Overall, so far, I think this set is really, really nice if you want to have really good audio for any setup like this one or outdoors. I'm not gonna go over every accessory that we have here because there's so many, but I feel like they really set you up with everything that you might need, even cables for like your smartphone, for your camera, and other microphones. In my opinion, Synco setup just works so nice and it's priced very well. And also, not only it works very nicely, but it's also a really lightweight and quick to set up setup, if you know what I mean. It's really easy to set everything up and start recording. And the voice and everything sounds good. And the last task is with the little fluffy dead cat, and this is how it sounds with it. So that's how it's gonna look like if you're outdoors and recording with it. With that being said, I cannot wait to take the setup on our adventures when we are somewhere outdoors, and bringing the capabilities of the 200-meter range means I can be really far away from the shot itself or somewhere far in the shot and still have great audio. Or maybe in a bigger crowd, this could work out so nicely. So I cannot wait to incorporate this into our travel films. Overall, I'm really satisfied with this product and I can highly recommend you try it out because it's really, really good. Synco has really made a great product at a great price that really performs so well, and at the same time they really thought out what they could put into the box that would really help you with your content creation. With that being said, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys learned something new today. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.